state-of-the-art facility. And really, for them to learn and be exposed to what recovery is and great sound can be. People, when I tell people that we have a recording studio in-house, they look at me, huh? You're a recovery center. You're supposed to do the big book, psychotherapy, and spirituality. And I said, right. And all those come together in the music studio.
Well, we are nestled in a rehab. It's fucking crazy when you think about it.
There's not a place like this on earth, you know?
I've built 5 studios myself. This place is legit.
So Lake Street Studio is full service, basically from the ground up.
You can really do anything. You could record piecemeal, you could overdubs, you can record whole ensembles.
We have a Pro Tools HD rig. We have a bunch of software on the computer, whether you're comfortable with Ableton or Pro Tools or Cubase Logic, we can adapt to your needs.
The rates are really reasonable. A portion of that money is going to help people get better.
We want to create a place where people are going to really know and understand that their voice is important. They're not just going someplace to record, they're going someplace to really be heard.
You know, most importantly, that we do it with the right intentions, that it's comfortable for people here, that they feel a good vibe here.
There are producers in-house. There are session musicians. There's keyboard players, bass players, drummers. There's no lack of talent here. You can come in off the street with a thought in your head and with just the people who were here.
It was like a little bag with a strap.
Mastered. There's nothing that can't be accomplished down here.
There is a huge recovery community, and all these people in recovery, there's so many talented musicians. We're able to offer a safe space for them. I don't think there's something else like that.
This studio is almost like a beacon of positive goodness, something being creative, the creative flow. It's just an incubator of ideas and goodness and music.
We want people to have the opportunity to be at a state-of-the-art facility, and really for them to learn and be exposed to what recovery is and great sound can be.
It's early morning everything's still. I watch the sunrise over the hill. A new day's dawning, all is well. Everywhere I look, love's expressing itself. Oh, love's expressing itself. Things are happening that seem so unfair. It makes you wonder, does anyone care? But looking closer, it's not hard to tell. Nothing's gonna stop love from expressing itself. Love keeps expressing itself. Do you think I wanna fight with you? Don't we both have better things to do? We're not as far apart as it may seem, trying to fulfill our dreams. Doesn't hurt to hand a helping hand, reach across and try to understand, accepting others like children do, all around the world. Oh yeah. So keep a lookout for what you can find. You might see something that blows your mind. Beneath the chaos, all is well. Every minute of the day, here's a day. No matter how it seems, fulfillment of your dreams. Love's expressing itself. Take somebody's hand. Love's expressing itself. It's okay to take a stand. Love's expressing itself. What we can become, love's expressing itself. Doesn't matter where you're from, love's expressing itself. Whoa, love's expressing itself. Bim bum. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Shabbat shalom. 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 Bam, 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 bam.
Shabbat. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos.
Shalom, Rabbi Ben.
Should I do it again? What do you think? Was that weak? That was weak, right? That was weak. Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos, Rabbi Ben.
Ooh, wow. You know, they told me it was going to be a small crowd tonight. It's not. It's great. You're coming up in a sec. Don't worry. In a moment, we're going to call on the choir. We're going to light the candles for Hanukkah, and we're going to sing a few songs. But before we do, I just want to thank James Goldstein for opening tonight's service. He is the proud father of our own Thea, and his name is Goldstein, so I had to let him. We had to let him. Even if he roots for the wrong NFC East team, we're still going to let him lead the service. So, come on up, choir. Come on up. Okay. How about that Hanukkah spirit? Nice job, choir. Let's give it up for the choir. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, happy Hanukkah, however you spell the word Hanukkah, because there are no less than 50 different ways to spell that word. I wanted to talk to you tonight and start with a little bit of a confession. That confession is that I'm jealous. I am. Not of the beautiful voices you heard, though that too, now that I think of it. But I'm jealous of Christmas. I am. I love Christmas carols. I cannot stress that enough. Not like Not, okay, if they're on, it doesn't bother me. No, no, no. The Holly station on XM radio is one of my favorites. And the answer to when is Christmas Carol season, any time of year. It can be July, and I'll start listening to, God rest ye merry gentlemen. That's the other thing is, it's not like I like the poppy jingle bell ones. I like the really religious ones, right? Right? Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel's voice, right? That's O Night Divine. Do you know that one? All right, that's close enough. Can you, Ave Maria? Okay, so I'm sorry, I grew up I had a little dream, and I hated it because all the people I knew around me, I actually grew up in the Northeast, and there were actual carolers, which you now only see on television. But we had people caroling, and there was a symphony every winter, and there was the holiday concert that was all Christmas carols and dreidel, right? That was the whole concert. And I have to be honest, I felt like an outsider. And that's a double-edged sword. I felt like an outsider. I felt like I wasn't a part of something. And I also felt different in a good way. I felt special, but in a good way. And I knew that there was something about other people celebrating their holiday that reaffirmed what I was doing. It didn't threaten my lighting the candles on Hanukkah. It actually enhanced them. Seeing other people's Christmas lights and then driving and seeing the menorah, or technically Chanukiah, in my window filled me with pride. So there's a double-edged sword. I think at Beit Shuvah we call it a both and, right? You're grinning, you remember that, right? Both and. Yes, when I don't celebrate Christmas and I celebrate Hanukkah, I am an outsider. And that's okay. Even when my children in the car driving saying, why can't we put up Christmas lights? They were very, very young, and now they understand. They said, oh, Dada, that must be somebody who celebrates Christmas. They're not rocket scientists. Yes, they got it, though. And there's something about it. I couldn't figure it out until I heard the explanation for Hanukkah. So you've heard the explanation for why we light the candles, right? There was a little thing of oil, and that was a miracle that it lasted for 8 days. But that was the minor miracle. There was a larger miracle that took place on Hanukkah, and that was the military battle where the many were delivered in the hand of the few, the wicked were delivered in the hand of the righteous. We won a war, right? As with all Jewish holidays, they tried to kill us, they lost, we won, let's eat, right? But the rabbis weren't comfortable with that story. They weren't comfortable with the idea that war was something we were celebrating. And there's another story of the origin of Hanukkah that's told in the Talmud. It's told in the Gemara. The story goes, well, first let me ask you, when, according to the Jewish religion, when was the world created? What holiday? Rosh Hashanah, right. So Rosh Hashanah takes place every year. Good points, right? Every year it takes place in Tishrei, which always falls in the fall. And Adam was created then. So when Adam was created, every single day, the light came out less and less. The sun came out less and less. And Adam grew terrified, the rabbis tell us. He was afraid that one day the sun was going to go away and was never going to come back. So what did he do? He lit a candle. And then the next day he lit another candle. And then another and another and another. And over the course of the 8 days that he lit these candles, something interesting happened. Something came and went. The solstice. And then the days started getting longer. And he realized the sun was never going to go away fully. And he was so relieved that he commemorated that day, that eight-day span every year as a celebration that the sun was never going to go away. So think about Hanukkah, the festival of what? Lights, right? Saturnalia, which is a Roman holiday. Christmas, Kwanzaa, Diwali. All of these festivals of light take place, at least in the northern hemisphere, in the darkest time of the year. There is something universal about needing the light. There's something universal about trying to banish the darkness, even just for a little while. And so we all celebrate these different holidays. That's the thing about the beauty of the religions, is that as an outsider or an insider, it doesn't matter. We're all actually doing the same thing, just different ways. Right? You know how much I love traffic metaphors. So spirituality and religion with a capital R is the 405. And Judaism or Islam or Buddhism or whatever neurobiology is the on-ramp you take to get to the spirituality. Because really they're all saying the same thing. And that is an amazing thing. That gives me hope. That gives me hope that even when I'm celebrating Hanukkah and someone else is celebrating Christmas, that we can realize, if just for a moment, how slight the differences are between us. It pains me to see how many people are at the movie theaters on Christmas Day and Christmas Eve. Not just because I want to get a good seat, but partly because I want to get a good seat, but also because it's such a great moment. It's such a great opportunity. We have so many amazing holidays, sometimes some would argue too many holidays, where we focus on family. And to let other people do that in their way is a beautiful thing. And so it gives me hope that someday, we say light one candle for the Maccabee children, that we all take a moment to light these candles, to celebrate these holidays in our own ways. Amber alert. Okay? So this is actually an opportunity. So if you have an Amber alert, we can say a little prayer that for whomever that Amber alert is, we pray for their safety and their safe return to their family. And let's hope this Hanukkah season that as much as we feel like an outsider, we can be part of something bigger than ourselves. Shabbat Shalom.
Lie, 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 lie.
Give it up for Cantor Nate and the band. Woo! So as we're in the season of so many holidays, we have such an abundance of holidays. Let us remember that tonight, is the holiday of Shabbat, the most important holiday in the Jewish tradition. It is the most important holiday, and we know it because we celebrate it every single week. So let us welcome the Shabbat angels with Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Alechem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Bochem Shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai Koni l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon Melech mi Melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Tzeihem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon Melech mi Melech malachei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la 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 lai 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 la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai la 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 lai la lai 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 lai
All right. And now it is time for another awesome original song by James Goldstein. Welcome back to the keyboard. And this is called Raise Your Voice.
That's good.
And within us is the source of everything. All around us and within us is the source of everything. Breathing in, breathing out, every breath cleansing down. When we lift the veil of judgment, we are all one family. When we lift the veil of judgment, we are all one family. Heart to heart, hand in hand, one in love. Here we stand, God in you, God in you, God in me, God in me, God in everything. Seek ye first the God within you, and your good will come to you. Seek ye first the God within you, and your good will come to you. With all your heart and all your mind, all your worries are behind. Trust your soul, where it may lead. Love will satisfy all your needs. Ooh, lift your head up, lift your heart up, raise your voice in praise of God. Lift your head up, lift your heart up, raise your voice in praise of God. Lift your head up, lift your heart up, raise your voice in praise of God. Lift your head up, lift your heart up, raise your voice in praise of God.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that song with us. That was totally beautiful. And now I am extra excited for the favorite part. I don't know. I have lots of favorite parts in the service, but this is one of my favorite parts of the service every week, the part of service where we express our gratitude. Actually, I was having a conversation earlier today with someone who I've recently met, someone who did not know, now she knows that I don't celebrate Christmas. And she said, "How was your Christmas?" I said, "Well, I don't celebrate Christmas, but actually I spent the entire day writing thank you notes." Because it's true, I recently got married and we spent the day writing thank you notes, which was a lot of fun. At first I was like, oh, this is a lot of work and whatever. But when I started to write the notes, every time I wrote a note, I thought of the person who I was writing to. And by the end of the day, I felt great. And I still feel great when I think of that day. And this person said, well, isn't that what the Christmas spirit is all about? And I'm like, okay, that's an interesting, I like that. The spirit of Christmas being about gratitude. I think it's about a lot of things, but certainly gratitude among them being, I think, the most important. And as we're looking around the community, looking at each other, we have so much to be grateful for. And that gratitude that we feel when we have blessings in our lives, when we have abundance, when we have even a little bit more than we need, we have the opportunity to share that abundance with another, to express how grateful we are for all that we have. So, as I like to say, give early, give often, give tzedakah. Yeah, enjoy.
Please, it is the season of giving, and we can't do the work that we do without your charitable donations. So please give often, right? What is it? Vote off early and often. Give early and often. I know. I just thought I would slip that in, Janice. But so now we're going to do tshuva, and tshuva really is a miracle. James, I'm going to put you on the spot. Did you think you'd be singing a duet with your daughter? Miracles happen, and tshuva is that miracle. And so one of the things we do is we get right with ourselves, and we don't do that with shame. We don't do that with hiding. We do that in public. We do that in the open, and we give tshuva, we give gratitude in public. So who wants to do tshuva or give some gratitude? Taylor, will you rock around with Mike, please? Thank you, Taylor. All right. Thank you, madam.
Hi, I'm Dana Gausch. I am a very grateful member of this community. I just want to share with you, I walked in here last Friday night. I was kind of dragging in here. I really didn't want to be here. I pushed myself in here. And about 2 weeks ago on a Sunday, the sisterhood gave a party, a Hanukkah party for the residents that we do every year. And right when I walked through the door, I dragged myself in. I got handed a card, a thank you card from the residents. It was for the whole sisterhood. It was signed by everyone on the front and the back. And I just want you guys all to know it's such a small little thing. It's a silly little thing that meant so, so much. It meant so much to all of us in the sisterhood. I don't know. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm visiting from Seattle. My name is Michelle or Michal Bat-Or. Hi. And I'm super excited to be here. It's a dream come true for me. I've been in recovery since 2007. Thanks. Compulsive overeating and sex and love addiction. Met with Rabbi Mark Borovitz in Seattle and Harriet way back when. And it's just a dream come true. I'm a Jewish educator in Seattle. So keep my anonymity, please. But just a dream come true to be here with my partner, Brian. And yeah, it's just phenomenal. And thank you for everything and for being here.
Hi, everybody. My name's Kathy, grateful member of this community. Hi, believe it or not, it's been 2.5 years since I moved to California. I lived here for a year, got out last January, so it's been like another 1.5 years outside of Beit Teshuvah. But I'm very grateful to know that no matter where I live in the valley or where I am, even if I can't be at services, I can at least be part of it. When I first came here and I was at the services and everybody was clapping and laughing, I just thought, this is a freak show. Like, I was brought up conservatively, so it was really strange for me. But as things turn out, it ended up being like, this is my savior. And so I just want to thank each and every one of you for welcoming me, not accepting me, and just allowing me to have this special place. Thank you.
My name is Shelley. I'm an alcoholic. Good Shabbos. It took me years till I could share tshuva. I was at the front desk and I was a little bit out of line with somebody. And I don't remember who she was, but I did say something that I could have kept back. And for that, I'm forever sorry. And if you would like to come over and tell me who you were, I'll make amends to you personally, because for me, it's about keeping it clean so I do not have to pick up a drink when I go home. So on the gratitude side is that my 2 grandchildren in New Jersey has celebrated Hanukkah first with the Hanukkah T-shirts and then Christmas. And I send them a siddur, and they're very happy with it. So it's all good. Thank you so much.
My name's Chris Martinez. I'm a grateful member of this community. And I got volunteered to give Shuba tonight by my great friend Daniel Goldman. Have no idea what I'm going to say. But 7/21/2012 is my sobriety date. It started here for me, wayward of the California State Penitentiary. I got an opportunity in the House of Return, and my life has been taken to great places as a result of the foundation that was laid here at Beit Teshuvah. There's people that are being welcomed into the house tonight that are my friends, that are people that I've known my entire journey. There's people that are here that I've known since I was a kid, and to see them having the opportunity and the space that I got to find this thing out, to figure out like where the beginning can be, means a lot to me. I'm really grateful for my kids who get to be here today. My wife, Stephanie Martinez, who's also alumni. my friend Dano for telling me about a co-ed Jewish rehab while I was in prison that I could go to when I got out. And just like the co-ed piece had me, you know. Laura Baggish for the impact that she's had in my life. And to continue to see everything that she does here, and the things that aren't recognized and aren't noticed that Laura does. And I think lastly, I'm really excited to announce I'm running the LA Marathon on behalf of Beit Teshuvah for 2020. This will be my 4th marathon. It's the first one since I started having kids, moved to Florida, and started a business. But I'm really excited to be able to continue to give back to this community for all the love in this room, and that's it. So thanks.
Hi, my name is Michael Cartman. I've never been here before. I was invited here this morning. As I was released from custody, and on my way over here tonight, I called my daughter, who I haven't talked to in some time, and it was a difficult conversation. But I walked in here tonight and listened to you speak, and it just gave me warmth, and I saw this beautiful little girl that reminded me of my daughter when she was little. And I just feel the love in this room, and I'm so happy to be here.
I'm Josh. I'm a great member of this community. I just want to say happy birthday to my ex-therapist, friend, and sponsor, David. Happy 3 years birthday. So proud you're a role model, and I look up to you.
Hi, I'm Janice, and I'm a grateful member of this community. And first of all, I want to give a shout out to the thrift shop. How many people here work at the thrift shop or have worked at the thrift shop? I saw you there today. It's an amazing place, and I'm really grateful to all the people that work there. It really helps to offset a lot of the expenses at Beit Teshuvah that enable this organization to continue being able to serve all who need it, whether they can afford it or not. And we're really grateful for the work. We know it takes a lot of energy and time, and we're appreciative of that. And today we were able to buy some dishes for my mother, because every 96-year-old woman has to buy new china. My mother makes it. She now serves us for 50. And I want to give a shout out to my son, Yoni, who's had a complicated week, and I know you've been successful at it, and I want to tell you how proud I am of you for that.
Hi, my name is Frank Tell. I'm a proud member of this community. I guess I'm going to give gratitude. I've been coming here for several years. My son was a resident here, as was my daughter. My daughter's been dealing with a significant mental health issue since she graduated high school, and it has been a roller coaster and a merry-go-round for the last 11 years. She's been up in Santa Barbara. Monday night at 5 o'clock, she had gone from a residential facility for 8 months into a sober living. Things were doing well. Monday night at 5 o'clock, I get a call. Hi, Dad. Bad news. I was kicked out of my sober living. It's about to rain. I have 1 hour to get out, pack up. I have no place to go. Can I come home? And I said, no. I've been coming to Al-Anon meetings here on Tuesday nights for several years now. And I know what the idea, I know what the principle is, but to have the strength to say no is very difficult. I said, no, you can't come home. Dad, I have so much stuff. How can I move everything? It's raining. I have no place to go. I said, I will drive up and help you move, but you have to figure out where you're going to live. That's not up to me. It's up to you. So I'm driving up in traffic, have no idea what's going to happen. I get up to Santa Barbara about 7 o'clock Monday night. My daughter said, "Dad, I need to be up here and make calls tomorrow." So I got a hotel room, a motel room for about $70 a night for about 3 nights. So can you drive me over to the motel? And I said, "Yes, I will do that. But you know I am not staying here. I'm going back to LA." And she looked at me and said, "Of course you are. I'll take care of this." She moved. We got to the motel. I took some stuff home with me, and I said goodbye. And I said, "Please keep me posted." And my heart was racing. My daughter, she is very much at risk. But I also knew that the more I would do for her, the more I would kill her. So I resisted the impulses of a father who loved his daughter, who loves his daughter, and waited for her to let me know what was going to happen. Didn't hear from her on Tuesday, other than to say she made some phone calls, and hopefully maybe on Thursday she'll get an interview someplace. Quiet, heard nothing. Thursday, yesterday, I heard nothing all day. About 4:30 yesterday, she calls and says, "Dad, I'm moving in tomorrow. I found a sober living. I went to the assessment today. I sat down for a meeting. I explained that sometimes I don't follow rules. I know I'm impetuous. I have to work on that. But I was very honest, and they said, welcome." Today, she moved in. And I know it's going to, for my daughter, it will always be a life struggle. But if it weren't for Al-Anon, if it weren't for me finally learning that as a parent, the best thing I sometimes can do for my daughter and my son is to say, no, you have to do this yourself. This is on you. And the only advice I gave her today was 2 things. Number 1, when you go to a sober living, you obey all the rules without exception. And 2, be a good resident. And in response, she says, "Thank you for those words of wisdom. I love you." I'm grateful tonight. Thank you.
There are so many, I don't know if everybody could feel the room when Frank started talking, but there are just the number of people in this room who understand exactly what you did and what you're going through. And the fact that you got to come to Al-Anon here as well. This is a place of miracles, not just for the residents and for the families. And I'm so grateful for Beit Tshuva for continuing the work that was started over 30 years ago. And I'm grateful to be a part of this amazing community. And I wish you all a very, very happy new year, and that we have a lot more birthdays to celebrate in the coming year.
If someone told me I was running out of time, I would make sure to never leave your side. I still hear you in the whispers of the wind, saying, hold on tight, kid. Saying, hold on tight, kid. I am always gonna be a wild child, but But I hope despite my faults that you are proud. Now you finally have the chance to celebrate. Mom, I'm sober these days. Mom, I'm sober these days. Have a hard time with trust. My heart's sometimes hard to touch. I don't believe in much, but I believe in you. I believe in you. Knew you heard the words I read. Tears were pouring from my pen. I knew that it hurt you, and I had to make things right. Now, sleep well, take flight. Now, sleep well, take flight. Have a hard time with trust. My heart's sometimes hard to touch. I don't believe in much, but I believe in you. I believe in you. When the night calls and I'm shaking and I don't know what to do, you whisper in the silence, I believe in you. Have a hard time with trust. My heart's sometimes hard to touch. I don't believe in much, but I believe in you. I believe in you.
Judith S., Alan S., come on up. Birthdays, David and Gordon.
People, when I tell people that we have a recording studio in-house, they look at me, huh? You're a recovery center. You're supposed to do the big book, psychotherapy, and spirituality. And I said, right. And all those come together in the music studio.
Well, we are nestled in a rehab. It's fucking crazy when you think about it.
There's not a place like this on earth, you know?
I've built 5 studios myself. This place is legit.
So Lake Street Studio is full service, basically from the ground up.
You can really do anything. You can record piecemeal, you can overdubs, you can record whole ensembles.
We have a Pro Tools HD rig. We have a bunch of software on the computer, whether you're comfortable with Ableton or Pro Tools or Cubase Logic, we can adapt to your needs.
The rates are really reasonable. A portion of that money is going to help people get better.
We want to create a place where people are going to really know and understand that their voice is important. They're not just going someplace to record, they're going someplace to really be heard.
You know, most importantly, that we do it with the right intentions, that it's comfortable for people here, that they feel a good vibe here.
There are producers in-house. There are session musicians. There's keyboard players, bass players, drummers. There's no lack of talent here. You can come in off the street with a thought in your head, and with just the people who were here, realize that dream, get a professional mix out of it, mastered. There's nothing that can't be accomplished down here.
There is a huge recovery community, and all these people in recovery, there's so many talented musicians. We're able to offer a safe space for them. I don't think there's something else like that.
This studio is almost like a beacon of positive goodness, something being creative, the creative flow. It's just an incubator of ideas and goodness and music.
We want people to have the opportunity to be in a state-of-the-art facility, and really for them to learn and be exposed to what recovery is and great sound can be.
Mizmor Shear. Heidi's ready to get up. She's ready. Yeah.
Mizmor Shir Leom HaShabbat Tov Lehodot Adonai Uzamer Leshimcha Elyon Uzamer Leshimcha Elyon Mizmor Shir Leom HaShabbat Tov Lehodot Adonai Uzamer Leshimcha Elyon Uzamer Leshimcha Elyon להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות עלינו יום השבת, טוב להודות אדוני, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון. בבוקר חסדך באמונתך בלילות עלה עשור ועלה נבר ועלה היגיון ונגדור לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון.
Woo! All right. It is time for that point in our service where we get up and dance. It's time for Lecha Dodi. Rise to your feet and let's make it happen.
שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אליך מיוחד. אדוני אחד או שמו אחד, שמו תפארת בלי תילה. ואחד דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו בנך, תהי מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי כבוד אדוני, עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. Everyone stand by the door, face the doorway as we welcome in the Shabbat's bride. Bohi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha v'tzola בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה,
is what prayer can be. This, in fact, is what prayer is. And I am so grateful to everyone here, especially those who sang and danced and made music, for continuing to teach me what prayer is all about. And I'd like to invite our birthdays up to light the Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshano b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Good Shabbos, everyone. So this is a time of year full of holidays, and this is also for some of us, perhaps even for many of us, a complicated time of year. I'm from an interfaith family, and so for me it's a complicated time of year in a particular way. And I think that for those of us here in recovery and sobriety, it is sometimes a complicated time of year to stay sober. And so I'd like to take a moment and think about those addicts out there who are still suffering, and take a moment and be grateful for the sobriety that we do have in our community. A lot to be grateful for, and a lot of people to think about. And so speaking of people that I have been thinking about this week, I've been thinking a lot about my dad. I had a conversation with him a few days ago. He is about to turn 70, and so it's a moment in my family where I've thought a lot about him and about his effects on me and my life. And so for him, so I'm from an interfaith family, as I said, he grew up celebrating Christmas. And so Christmas was a couple days ago, and he's saying that, growing up, it's like Christmas morning was the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. And that's how it was growing up. And then you grow up and you get older, and it's not like that anymore. It's just, things change. And he said, people are confused. And this is my dad speaking, so what he means is he's been confused. It's a general statement, but it applies to one particular individual. It's like a translation you got to do there. But that resonated with me so strongly. People are confused because you grow up and things are one way, and then you get older and it's not like that anymore. And in my own family and life growing up, one of the things that I always associated with every holiday was getting to see my aunts and uncles and cousins. I only have one sister, but have 9 cousins, and so it was a big group, and the aunts and uncles, and the food, and getting together, and just being with each other. And, I don't even think I remember it like it actually was, but in my memory, it was the best thing ever. Literally the best thing ever to be with my cousins. And now I've grown up, and it is not like that anymore. And I see my cousins every few years, and I still look back on those times like it was just the best thing, and can I get it back? So I think when we look back on our lives, as we sometimes do more than usual at this time of year, the new year coming up, the holiday season, that whether or not we celebrate Christmas definitely affects us all. We can look back on this past that we have, the present, which is different, and we have a few different ways that we can respond. The first one, we can be a victim of time. If only things were like they used to be. Wow, the past was so great, and nothing is ever going to be so good again. That's one way we can look at the past, becoming a victim of time. Then we can also completely disconnect from our past. We can try to live the exact opposite because whatever happened before was not something that was working for us. Or we can just pretend the past never happened, maybe recreating it in our lives today, maybe not. We don't know because we're not really aware. We can be disconnected from the past. Then, thankfully, there's another option, which is to accept reality. Always an option available to us, sometimes not an easy option to live by, but accept the reality. Whatever our past was, it was. It happened. That's the reality. And more likely than not, that past that we lived in, it doesn't exist anymore. It's over, it's gone, it's done. That past was real before, and it's no longer real now. So this accepting reality, I think for all of us, whether or not we're in recovery, that's the option I'm going to recommend for us. It's going to work out the best in the long run. We accept the change that our life has unfolded in our life. Things are different. Things just are different. We can't go back. Even though we might want to, things are different, and sometimes that's a really, really good thing. The change of every type is normal. Change is normal. Change is always happening. We are not the same person right now as we even were at the beginning of the day. And that change is actually a gift because it allows us to grow. It allows us to develop. It allows us to be better this evening than we might have been this morning. It gives us the opportunity not just to be different, but also to heal from things that we might have experienced growing up or from mistakes we might have made as adults. We have that opportunity to heal because we can't help but change. In the evening prayers that we say traditionally, we say, God rolls light into darkness and darkness into light. There's this cycle that's always changing. The day is never the same. In our morning prayers, we say something even more striking. God renews the work of creation every day, always. Every day, always, the day is different. We can't repeat, even if we wanted to, what happened yesterday. And when we're in tune with that reality, we feel that every day is different. We feel that every moment is different. We don't wake up and go to sleep and think, oh, today is just like yesterday, just like tomorrow, nothing's ever changing. We know that things are changing, even in slight ways. Sometimes when we do a spiritual practice of really anything that we do, sacred housekeeping, making the bed, any spiritual practice that can be super simple that we engage in every day can be a powerful way of noticing how every day we're different. We make the bed. Some days we're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Some days we're like, wow, it's nice to have a nice, neat bed. Some days we're like, oh, I should probably change the sheets. But every day making the bed is different, even though the experience is simple and the same. In recovery, we have to live one day at a time. We have to live one moment at a time. We can't take our sobriety for granted because we could lose it. It's something that we have to focus on continually. Now, back to this topic of the holiday season. Here we are at this time of year. Maybe last year it was great, maybe last year it was painful, but this year we get to experience it anew. We can't go back to the past of our euphoric recall. I can't go back to the days that I would hang out with my cousins every holiday. It's not going to happen anymore. But I get to let go, and I get to be grateful for now. Of course, my life before wasn't perfect, and of course, I love the opportunity to be better every day. I take that opportunity not for granted, but I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to change. And this year, for all of us in this community, it's not just the holiday season. For some of us, it's the first time we've ever celebrated Hanukkah. Any first-time Hanukkah celebration people in this room? Yeah, I love it. So we are making new traditions in this community, and it's also, as I was saying before, it's Shabbos. Not just Hanukkah, but Shabbos, the most important holiday in the Jewish calendar. And here, as we're together on Shabbos, we are making new memories, new traditions, right now, all together. And so we can hold this moment of Shabbat and Hanukkah, however we celebrate the rest of the holiday season, and may the restfulness of Shabbat and the miraculous light of Hanukkah bring comfort and blessing into all our lives. Good Shabbos. We will now continue with the Baruch Hu, our formal call to prayer. Please rise.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Hamivorach Leolam Vaed Hamivorach Hamivorach Leolam Vaed.
You may be seated. In just a moment, good. In just a moment, I'm going to be heckled. Oh, wait, that's already happening. Thanks, guys. We're going to say the Shema. 6 of the most important words of the Jewish faith. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. We say it multiple times a day, and so it can become rote. It can be just something we do. So before we do, I want to take a moment to have an intention. So I'm going to ask you to put your feet flat on the floor. Put your hands in your lap. Have a straight but relaxed back, and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. This Shabbat Hanukkah, this special time, let's connect ourselves to our words. We speak all day. We go through our day by rote. And for these just 6 words, let's make sure that our mind and our mouth are actually in line, and we're in the present moment, and we're thinking about the words of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Say shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Shalom Aleinu. Say Shalom Bimromav. Say Shalom Aleinu. Oh, say Shalom Bimromav. Say Shalom Aleinu. Say Shalom. Say Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Yisrael. Say Shalom. Say Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Yisrael.
Before I walked through these doors, I was down and out feeling worthless. And I made it to Beishuva, discovered I have a purpose. I was in a hole I've been digging, it was a curtain. But I had to make a decision to put the holy work in. Doing dinner dishes gave me some responsibility. Unable to leave on my own, a big dose of humility. Thought I didn't need all of the strict accountability. But all these little needles in my arm sure wasn't healing me. And I'm a bit delusional, I need a change of attitude. Started with the action, now showing a sense of gratitude. Opportunity pops up, now I make holla. Loving life so much, I have to holla. I was sleeping in a shed, now I got a bed. I was sleeping in a shed, now I got a bed. If there wasn't a God, I would already be dead. This whole world is made for us, don't let it get to your head. Don't say shalom.
Ya say Shalom. Shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Yisrael. Ya say Shalom. Ya say Shalom. Shalom Aleinu.
Give it up for the band. To Luca on the drums. David on the guitar. Greg on bass guitar. To James on the keyboard. And to Cantor Nate, our band. And also to Laura Bagish and the choir for earlier. You know, it's funny. I turned to Cantor Nate around 3:30, whatever it was, and I looked at him. I go, "You're going to have to be the energy because I got none." But what's amazing about this place is it doesn't matter how you come in, you leave transformed. And miracles do happen. Miracles happen here at Beit Shuvah, and we are so grateful for that, and so grateful for all of you who make that possible. So we're going to take a moment now to say prayers of remembrance. We're going to take a moment to remember those who are no longer with us in body, though they are in spirit. This week we commemorate the art sites of Carol Isaacson, Jackie Banchik, Phil Frumer, Alice Weiss, Abe Carnes, Andrew Zimmerman, Mark Orloff, Irving Stenzel, Frida Feinberg, Ida Lubert, Rhoda Bergman, Florence Neubauer, Melvin Shore, Aryeh Zelig, and David Resnick. It's also the year of mourning for Joel Atkin, Todd Bird, Mildred Borovitz, Yitzhak Dasa, Sheila Elman, Glenn Goss, Kobe Yaakov Levy, Faye Pollock, Barry Rose, Daniel Rosen, Michael Roth, Mordechai Sasportis, Sarah Schmidt, Joanne Snyder, Trevor Stefani, Stanley Tashman, Wilson Thacker, Muriel Werner, and Lou Weiss. In a moment, we'll say the Kaddish all together, but before we do, if you want to say the Kaddish, please rise. And if you have someone for whom you're saying Kaddish, I'll come around. And if you see somebody standing alone, nobody stands alone at Beit Shuvah saying Kaddish, so make sure that everybody you see has somebody standing next to them.
My mother wrote it.
Michael Roth.
My wife and my kid's mother, Lauren Goldstein.
We recite the Mourner's Kaddish all together. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah. Ve'almad divrach yirtei ve'amlich malchutei. V'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beis Yisrael. Va'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam ulamei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yispa'ar v'yisramam v'yisnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha brichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. All right, you may be seated. We go from the sorrow of remembering those we've lost to celebrating birthdays. Chazan Nate. Cantor Nate, if you will do the honors, please.
All right. Come on, birthdays, let's go. All right, we'll use this screen here because you're two young lads. You can see. All right, do the next slide for me. All right, we're going to do this together, gentlemen.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. O Lord, my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril and kept me alive. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hagomel lechayavim tovot shigemalani kol tov. Next slide. Next slide. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good beyond our deserving, and who has dealt graciously with you, gentlemen.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. Everyone. Mi shigamolchem kol tov, hu yigmolchem kol tov selah. May the one who has caused you good always bestow goodness upon you. Amen. All right. Now you guys can spread out down here on each side.
We can spread out?
Yeah. One on that side, one on that side.
Spread them, Gordon. Do a split.
All right, bring the cakes in. And then the family.
Come on, fam. People giving cakes.
Birthday.
David, you're up first.
David L., compulsive gambler, drug addict.
Hi, David.
I'm just so incredibly humbled and grateful to be standing up here today with 3 years of abstinence and sobriety. So for the last few years, instead of obsessing over drugs and gambling, I've actually found the sport of long-distance triathlon and ultra running. Yeah. They say that if you want to feel good, you should run a mile. If you want to change your life, run a marathon. But if you want to talk to God, run an ultra. But what I love so much about the sport is that it doesn't matter where in the world you come from, how financially secure you are, or how many college degrees you've attained. All it takes is this relentless pursuit of forward motion, step after step after step. Now, just like using, there are these intense feelings of euphoria, and just like in recovery, I often find myself isolated in the mountains, in these deep, dark places that I know that are so familiar to all of us. And so I remind myself of the journey I've been on in these last few years, and I remind myself that I've been through worse, and that I should just keep going. With that being said, one message to anyone trying to make a change, and yes, the new year is a great time to start making changes. You have to be your own biggest believer. The odds are already stacked against a lot of us, but let me tell you this, it feels pretty damn good being a winning underdog. First off, I'd like to thank Beit Shuvah, this community, Harriet and Rabbi for giving me this incredible opportunity to not only get sober, but also help pushing me in this direction to pursue a career in social work. My sponsor, Bill, who has been so incredibly patient with me over the last 3 years, and to this day, he still thinks he can beat me in tennis. My twin brother, Kenny, and his wife, Daphne, who continually drive me to become the best version of myself I can be, and they constantly remind myself to only compare myself to the person I was yesterday. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my mom and dad. My dad for most importantly instilling the incredible and unwavering work ethic I have inside me today. And lastly, my mom, my crazy Jewish mom. If you don't have one, man, but she's given me everything. Thank you all for listening. Happy holidays, and I'll be back.
How's it going? First of all, I'd like to say that you think after 4 years they could spell my last name right, but did not happen. I'd like to thank the best cantorial soloist on the West Side, Nate Roth. Right? Thank you. I can't believe it's already been 4 years. That's crazy. I mean, time flies, as they say. I mean, I'd like to thank Rabbi and Harriet, even though they're not here. I still feel compelled to thank them because I'd like to thank Rabbi and Harriet. I'm assuming they're watching over the live stream or something, so I'm just gonna take that. I mean, they built this place, and obviously, and this place saved my life. You know, I didn't write anything, unfortunately, but I'm winging it right now. But this place, you know, it doesn't fix you, but it gave me the tools that I needed to repair myself, and the community, and the friends that I made along the way, and the people who were there on my journey. I mean, I couldn't have done any of this without any of you guys here. So, I mean, for advice for anyone who knew, am I still talking loud enough? Sorry, I mumble. Just follow direction. It's very simple, and you're gonna be a better person for it. But above all else, I'd like to thank my family. Mom, Steffi, Harold. I know I'm not really good at showing it a lot of the time because this is generally my face most of the time, but I'm beyond grateful. I'm eternally grateful to all of you for all your support, and I love you all. So, thank you.
Come on, best cantorial soloist on the West Side. Let's do it, Misha Barak. We're going to say a prayer for those who are still in need of healing, those who are struggling with addiction, mental health, physical and mental health, any kind of. We ask for a full healing of body and spirit. So we hope you'll join us.
Shebera Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yakov Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leahu Yivarech V'Yirapeh Et HaCholim Elna Rifanala Elna Rifanala Elna Rifanala Elna Sheberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzhak Ve'Yakov Sarah Rivka Rachel V'Leah Uivarech V'Yirapeh Et HaCholim.
Shabbat sponsors. We have 2 Shabbat sponsors. So thank you to David's parents, to Mom, Dad, Kenny, and Daphne. Thank you very much. And in celebration of your darling son, how far he's come, with love, Mumsy, Gary, your wonderful aunts, uncles, and cousins. It was a coded message to one of you two. I'm not going to out. Oh, it was to you. All right, then. Mumsy and Gary are very proud of you, so good. But we still need 2 more sponsors. So who would like to sponsor Shabbat so that we can all have a delicious, scrumptious meal together Okay. This is how. Oh, Frank Tell, thank you so much. Vince, you got that? Frank Tell? We need one more sponsor for Shabbat. David Presser sponsoring Shabbat. All right. Woo! In honor of the Trojans win, or maybe not yet. I don't know. By the way, I also heard the Amber Alert. Richard, you said this, that the Amber Alert, that the 3-year-old girl that was for the Amber Alert was found. So. All right, let's do those announcements. We're going to whip through them. Come on, Asia. So, marathon team, practice every Sunday at 7 a.m. The marathon is March 7th. If you have any questions about it, please see Jillian. She's not here, so don't see her now. But you can email her when she's back, jcoventry@beitshuva.org. Year-end giving. Oh, my God. I'm not reading all that. Give money. beitshuva.org/support. Before the year ends, it's a tax. What? I can only read one announcement at a time. Okay. Family immersion. The next family immersion is March 4th through 6th, 2020. Please contact Elena Bahar. I'm going to have a stroke. Go. Just Mercy private screening, January 12th at 11 a.m. Join Beit Shuva for this. If you've seen the previews, the movie looks amazing. Jamie Foxx, Michael B. Jordan, Brie Larson. It's playing at the Cinemark 18 at the Howard Hughes Center, January 12th, 11 a.m. Limited spots. Please contact Nicole Goodman, ngoodman@beitshuva.org. Rabbinic Showdown. Why does Rabbi Mark look like Santa Claus in that? Okay, I didn't make the picture. Rabbinic Showdown between Rabbi Mark and a guy that looks sort of like Iggy if he were on the FBI's Most Wanted. So join us January 2nd for a night of learning with Rabbi Mark and Rabbi Iggy. Free admission, and I don't know what time because it doesn't say. Does? Well, stop moving them. Okay, fine. 7. Great. Next. The gala. The gala's coming. Hey, it's only 4 weeks away. So the gala's coming. We hope to see you all there. On January 26th, join us at the Beverly Hilton as we honor Barbara and Ronnie Kahn along with Pat Gage while raising funds for Beit Shuva. Please join us. If you have something to donate, please contact Avia Rosen and Paul Bergman and Andrea Sossenbergman, who are taking donations. We already have great trips to New York, Napa Valley, Santa Fe, Hawaii, a 7-night Caribbean cruise. We just talked about this. Caribbean cruise, tickets to the Dodgers, Hollywood Bowl, and Elton John, and dining experience such as Mr. Chow and Jean-Georges. Ooh la la. Oh ho ho ho. Les poissons. Okay. Please contact Avia Rosen or Paul Bergman if you have anything you want to donate. Membership. Please see Jillian Coventry. She's not here, so you can't see her. Next. Can't join us for services. Watch anywhere. Thank you for live streaming at beitshuva.org/live. Thank you. Choir members wanted. Rehearsals are Monday at 6. Please contact our phenomenal choir master, Laura Bagish. Light Hanukkah songs with Beit Shuva. Tonight, we did a part of the service, but tomorrow and Sunday night at 5 p.m. A las 5, see? Right, 5 p.m. Pets at service. Okay, after you're done eating your challah, we ask that you leave the sanctuary area so the residents can set up Shabbat dinner. Bereavement process group every other Wednesday from 7 to 8:30. Stay tuned for the next date. Please contact Darren Fond for more information. All right. Now, choir, I guess, is coming back. Closing song. So if you guys want to stand up, stretch your legs a little bit. And then we're going to go right into Kiddush on Hamoitzi. Thank you, David Presser.
Everyone stand up. Let's join in community together. Let's do it.
Well, it's cold outside, and the people come together to get warm with each other, and the humble masses cry for something better. As the light came in, as the light shone through the dark, through the dark. This is the season for the light, and the fire of the soul is burning bright, shining down, shining down, shining down on us all. One man stands alone, shivering in the cold, looking for a place of his own. He didn't have to look too far for something better, 'cause the light came in, and the light shone through the dark, through the dark. This is the season for the light, and the fire of the soul is burning bright, shining down, shining down, shining down on us all. This is the season for the light, and the fire of the soul is burning bright, shining down, shining down, shining down on us all.
Where did he go? There he is.
God rest ye merry. Okay, sorry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher krishanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikrae kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim kivanu v'harta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ava uv'ratzon Inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen. All right, stand together and join in the Hamotzi. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody.